Yo, what's up? Oh, yeah, know what's up? Sorry about that. I was about to show you, bro. I swear to God, I was about to show you. I was about to say something. Man. But you killed it. You ruined it. It's like you saw from a mile away. You saw that shit.
Got him. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube friends and family? Hope everybody's doing great. You already know what time it is. We got another edition of the Kenny and Manny Show, baby. Yo, Manny, how's it going, man? How you feeling, baby?
Chilling, baby. You already know what time it is, man. Living and maintaining. Another day, another dollar.
That's how it is, man. Another day, another dollar,
How you
man.
doing, man?
I'm doing good. Can't complain, man. Although New York City can be stressful at times, man, but you gotta look at what you don't. You gotta look at what you do
Welcome
have.
to New York City. Shout out to Dipset.
Shout out to Dipset, Lord. All them dudes, man. You already know what time it is. Yo, what's up? But let's get right to it, man. With that video, man, with the Fresh&Fit and aba&Preach, man. That shit was crazy, man. They gave me perspectives. I never thought of it like that before. I never thought of it like that before.
Guess I never thought of it like that before.
Word, man.
Yeah, that
word.
was funny, man. Yo, tell me. I want to hear what you got to say about that shit, bro. That's crazy, man.
I mean, it was a great video, man. Shout
Absolutely.
out to aba&Preach.
Shout out to aba&Preach, man. I subscribed to them after that, to be honest. I was like, whoa,
Awesome,
they
man.
gave me a whole different perspective. I'm like, whoa.
Whole different perspective,
I was
man.
like-
And I love their take, man. I love their take because I feel like, see, the thing with YouTubers and like podcasts and everybody that has like their own opinion,
Right.
sometimes it tends to be to the extreme, right?
Right.
Nothing against Fresh&Fit.
Nothing
I love
against
their content.
So do I.
They share a lot of great information,
Absolutely.
but sometimes they can be a little too extreme.
A little extreme.
I think
Yeah.
that's also the same thing with what is it? Mike Rashad, I think.
Mike
shout out to
Rashid,
him,
yeah,
to his
he respectfully
Rashid,
disagreed.
my bad, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
Mike Rashid.
yeah.
I'm subscribed to his shit too. It's very
Yeah, he's pretty. Shout out to him. He had a lot of points that do exist or align with Fresh&Fit.
correct.
But it's the delivery. Sometimes
Correct.
the delivery could be a little too aggressive.
Myron's
it could be a little
delivery,
too
especially.
much.
Myron's delivery
Right?
could be a little
Crazy.
great
It could
intellectual.
be a
He's
little
an
crazy.
intellectual, but it's just his
Yeah.
tonality comes at I'm right, you're wrong. I agree
Yeah.
with 95% of the shit he says, but something it's a concept that I learned in sales, and you yourself, when you was in the sales industry, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It's how you say it. Key thing, bro. Key thing, you say that. And the thing is, he tries not to acknowledge that. When the girls mention
Correct.
that, he tries to not acknowledge that. And it almost makes him in a position, it puts him in a position where it's like, I'm right, you're wrong.
Correct.
I'm a man, I'm the prize. And I get the reasoning
I
as
get
to
it.
why he does it. But now to aba&Preach's point, because of how you guys conduct yourself when you have Walter, shout out to Walter when he's
Walter,
mentioning
definitely.
that, every interaction with females, that it's going to be peachy and they're going to agree with everything he's saying.
Right.
And the outcome of that, they're going to love him. That's where you're capping, bro. I mean, with all due respect, you're capping because
with all due
if you
respect.
hit up through all the females you've been through, they're not going to all like you. A
course.
good portion of them will like you, but the ones that do not like the tonality of
Right.
the show, the ones that gotten kicked off all the show,
Right.
that have strong opinions about you
Right.
guys, and just,
Right.
you guys just clash,
Right.
especially with Myron.
Right.
I'm sure those females are not going to rock with you.
Of
guys.
course not.
And it's okay to agree to disagree.
Of course.
But sometimes with the tonality, and again, I understand, but the tonality that Myron uses most of the time,
Right.
it's where it gets to a point where it starts
A little
clashing.
too aggressive. A little too
Great
aggressive.
points, great points. A lot of it is great points, but again, I think that's where everybody's talking about. And in this particular video where Aba and Preach are talking, is that, they're, and again, just to kind of fill you guys in, they're talking about should, the United States legalize the poom poom, right? We should be able to go make it transactional.
Right.
Hey, sometimes you want to just, pay to play. You don't want to go into the whole,
Correct.
selling dreams,
Correct.
spitting games,
Which can,
stuff like
which
that.
can lead to Me Too movement, which can lead to an unnecessary court case, which I've heard, and they're actually
Exactly.
passing a law in New York, whereas if you're selling a false narrative to the opposite sex, they can easily hold that against you, and they can take you to court, and that's when you're gonna have to go through unnecessary time, stress, to get a lawyer. You might beat the case, but why go through that
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah. There's no point, man. And I think Aba and Preach hit it on the head when they said, you're always paying for it. And we talked about this, bro, before.
Absolutely.
We talked about this a lot of times before, where like you're paying for it indirectly when you're spending time and going to movies and everything you're doing.
What about the haircut? What about the outfit? What about the car gas?
Everything.
Shoes.
Everything. Right? Whereas when it's transactional, yeah, you're making it transactional, even though there's now girls that they're doing the GFE, right? The girlfriend experience and all that stuff.
Correct. Right.
They're doing that, right? So by them doing that, you essentially don't have to spend extra time just trying to get to the pool pool. Now you can dedicate that time to make more videos, put in more time at your job, or research more on your next investment,
right?
Et cetera, et
That's
cetera.
what the wealthy do, though. That's what the wealthy do.
That's what they do, man. They do.
They
that,
have
man,
sugar
all the
babies.
time.
You ever heard of the terminology sugar daddy? Sugar.
Oh, of course.
It's not because they're lame. It's not that they don't have game. They just rather allocate their times towards other things, like investments. Remember, there's only 24 hours in a day. I don't know about you, but my day is very structured. There's times that I have to cancel, which, I got to actually talk to Mano about personally. There's times I have to cancel our people because there's not enough time in the day. So I'm just trying to find out how I can allocate my time towards everybody. It's just not enough, bro. It's not enough.
It's not. It's
Not
not,
just
man.
game, texting, apps. Nah, man. It's just, it's insane.
It's too time consuming, man. Especially for the guys I know that, sometimes our sex drives to be, through the roof.
Of course.
And some girls are going to understand that. Some girls are not going to understand that. That's just the name of the game.
Right.
But for those guys that already in a situation where they have everything in place, they're not trying to mess up their relationship at home or nothing like that. They're just trying to, clean out the pipes.
Right.
Quick. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. PayPal, what's up? Venmo.
Right.
And that's it. Go about their business.
Shit,
And keep it pimping.
or Cash App.
That's it.
Or
Cash App. You already know. Hell yeah. Shit. And if you bougie, you do the Apple Pay. But yeah, man, that's all pretty much what it comes down to, man. You guys I would definitely encourage you guys to watch the video. I'll make sure to drop the link on the description. And again, shout out to Aba and Preach, man. Great perspective. I love how they pretty much they respectfully, came from Fresh and Fit. It was respectful, though.
Right, and more content creators can actually take note of this, right? Because a lot of aspiring content creators, they use the exposed terminology. I take accountability. I say accidentally, but I could have used a different word. I could have said response. But if you watch my content, I'm not exposing. I'm just respectfully disagreeing. So the best thing to do is to, you could say disagreeing or response, but the exposing aspect. So great job to Aba and Preach. But one analogy that one of them used was the fish market analogy, right? And fishing. Some people don't want to go to a river and fish for a sea bass. It can be that itself is an art itself. You got to have a certain rod, certain fishing rod. You got to wait. You're literally putting the bait. I don't know if you guys ever play Pokemon when you go fishing. Or no, matter of fact, Zelda, you have to put the bait. You got to wait. Okay, you get a bite. Oh, okay. And then you get in the fish. Or you can just go to the fish market. Do you want swordfish? Do you want sea bass? Hollywood? Maybe some catfish? It's already there.
Yes, sir.
Now you telling me we're immortals? You mean we live forever? By all means, take your time, learn the game. But time is money. We can't do it. Time is money. So I really agree with that analogy. I never thought of it from that perspective. And one thing I do kind of disagree, I feel like although, let's say if you do want to go on a transactional basis, I feel like every man should learn some type of masculinity or game. Not necessarily to get the girl, it's also so you won't get taken advantage of. And those social skills are easily transferable to like your everyday businesses and how to socialize. I think not learning games per se, but developing social skills, I would say. Social skills is very essential. I do kind of agree with the Myron saying that, if you rely on that, you become lazy and you, to a certain degree, develop that instant gratification. But it all depends on self-awareness. Do you have the self-awareness? Because you are putting in the work. You are allocating your time towards investments, crypto, stocks, podcasts. So you don't want to necessarily waste all this time learning how to engage with the opposite sex. Or you could just bypass that whole shit get a passport, you know, because I've always been saying that. You can go to fucking parts of Latin America, parts of Europe where game is not really. You do need it to a certain degree, but it's not. It's direct. Hey, you like me? I like you. Cool. You have a foreign accent. You're not from around here. What's up? Only in America. Only in America.
Yeah. But keep in mind, though, right? aba&Preach's point is about time consumption, right? So, and the reason that I like that part is because this can become like anything else, right? Even to those of you that do a little side, extracurricular activities when you're out here, smoking your little blunts and your L's. You can do that effectively if you're, relaxing, and still being effective in your job and you're growing and learning. But if you're all day not doing anything else, right? The same way that you can watch TV every once in a while, right? You guys should be watching YouTube. Make sure that, with that said, to like and subscribe, by the way.
Like and subscribe.
Nah, we love y'all, man. We love y'all motherfuckers, man.
We love y'all, man.
But you can't be looking at YouTube, although I would enjoy you guys watching our channel every single fucking day, all the time, every time, right? Every single minute of it. Reality is you guys have to work, right? So you can't sit around watching YouTube all goddamn day.
Correct.
Right? So the same applies. You can't be out here paying for poo-poo all the damn time and not doing anything else with your time. You still have to work. You still have to self-improve and everything like that. But
moderation is
by
key.
Legalizing it, moderation is key, man. That's a perfect balance. If you have a perfect balance, you could be successful. If they legalize something like this, now you don't have to have that fear that somebody's going to, bust that door open and you're going to get arrested and you're going to be on TV, with your hands behind your back and you're like, oh,
which
shit,
has happened, depending who you are. Which has happened.
Yeah, it has happened to me before. They do things like that. So that kind of eliminates that altogether. Females, they can, pay taxes. They can, formalize it, right? Kind of make themselves professional.
Right.
That would also incentivize them to take all the extra precautionary measures so they don't get STDs or anything like that.
Absolutely.
And they're going to conduct themselves as a business,
Of
right?
course.
So that's the biggest thing about it, right? Because again, although me personally, I love the idea, get your passport. Again, it's going to consume time. Although I think that's the best option, really. You guys take a trip, when you guys put in your 2-week vacation.
Do it all.
Take a trip.
Do it all.
And do it all.
Honestly, I think it's like investing, right? You want to diversify your portfolio. You don't want to just focus on stocks. You want crypto, stocks, real estate, everything. Do it all.
All of it, yeah.
Do it all. And also learn a little bit of social skills as well. Do it all. But if your time is very limited, you get what I'm saying? You got to get your rocks off, as aba&Preach said.
Yes, sir.
Teach his own. You know what I mean? Teach his own. For me personally, I've always had that conscience because I grew up traditional and religious and stuff like that. But if you think about it, indirectly, you're paying for it, right? The dates, the haircuts, right? The gas money. And hey, maybe you might go on more than 3 dates, 4 dates, depending how good your closing rate is. Adding the money, if you add up all the, and it's still not guaranteed. And if you add up all the money, shit, wait, I can get somebody bad, professional, high skill. Damn, I like it like this, like that. Okay. She knows what's going on. All right. That's food for thought. Feel me?
Food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
But I got nothing else, man. Shout out to Sony. PlayStation.
Shout out to Sony.
I rock with all the consoles, though. I'm a 90s baby, or 80s baby, I should say. 90s kid. But yeah, man, I don't got anything else. What about you, bro? Anything else you want to add to that? I'm done, man.
We
said it, man.
I ain't got shit to say, man. But y'all already know, man. You're new to the channel. Like and subscribe. Again, like and subscribe, baby.